Imagine walking into a room and immediately commanding respect, admiration, and undivided attention, without even having to utter a single word. How do some individuals naturally exude confidence and presence, while others struggle to make an impact? The answer lies in the hidden power of non-verbal cues, those subtle yet incredibly powerful signals that shape our social interactions, influence our personal and professional success, and dictate how others perceive and respond to us. The reality is, our brain is 12.5 times more likely to believe gestures over words. Whether we realize it or not, our body language, facial expressions, and even the tone of our voice send subconscious messages that either enhance or diminish our personal magnetism. If you've ever wondered why certain people seem to naturally captivate a room while others go unnoticed, this episode is for you. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into the fascinating world of science-backed nonverbal cues, the ones that can elevate your confidence, increase your influence, and create an unforgettable first impression. We will uncover the strategies that allow people to build instant trust, the silent yet potent gestures that signal authority and warmth, and the small but critical shifts in behavior that can radically alter how others perceive you. Get ready to unlock the hidden language of cues, a skill set that will allow you to command attention, build deeper connections, and shape the way people see and respond to you in every area of your life. Chapter 1. The Science of Nonverbal Cues. Let's start with an experiment. Try saying 5 while holding up 3 fingers. Feels unnatural, right? That's because the brain prioritizes gestures over words. When verbal and nonverbal messages are misaligned, people believe what they see, not what they hear. This is a built-in evolutionary mechanism. Before language was developed, early humans relied on body language for survival. Understanding this fundamental aspect of communication gives us an edge in modern interactions, from boardroom meetings to casual conversations. Studies have shown that liars use fewer gestures, as controlling hand movements while fabricating a story is incredibly difficult. The brain is wired to detect inconsistencies, and when words don't match gestures, we instinctively become skeptical. In contrast, confident and influential people use intentional gestures that reinforce their words. This not only projects authority and authenticity, but also increases retention and trustworthiness. Research indicates that speakers who use deliberate, meaningful hand gestures are perceived as 40% more persuasive than those who do not. In addition to hand gestures, micro-expressions play a vital role in communication. These are subtle, involuntary facial movements that reveal a person's true emotions, often before they are even consciously aware of them. Mastering the ability to read these expressions can provide deep insights into what someone is truly thinking and feeling, even when their words suggest otherwise. The power of body language extends beyond deception detection. It plays a crucial role in first impressions, leadership, and influence. A strong handshake, open posture, and well-placed gestures can set the tone for an entire interaction. On the other hand, crossing arms, avoiding eye contact, or appearing closed off can immediately create barriers in communication. Posture, too, is a crucial factor. Those who maintain an upright, open stance are seen as more competent and trustworthy than those who slouch or shrink themselves. Beyond face-to-face interactions, non-verbal cues also translate into virtual communication. Research on video calls shows that individuals who use visible hand gestures on screen are perceived as more engaging and authoritative. Subtle cues such as leaning forward, nodding, and modulating voice tone can significantly enhance virtual presence, making online meetings more effective and compelling. Success isn't just about what you say, it's about how you say it. Whether in meetings, interviews, negotiations, or social settings, Mastering nonverbal cues ensures that your presence speaks volumes before you utter a single word. When used correctly, these cues can enhance clarity, build rapport, and establish dominance in any conversation. Learning to control them is the first step toward commanding any room with confidence and ease. The best communicators are those who understand that every interaction is an opportunity to convey influence, not just through words, but through gestures, expressions, and presence. The next time you walk into a room, be mindful of what your body is saying before you even open your mouth. Chapter 2: Warmth and Competence, the Foundations of Influence. What makes a person memorable? Research suggests that 82% of first impressions are based on two key factors: warmth and competence. These two elements dictate how we are perceived in social and professional settings, often before we even speak a word. Warmth signals approachability, trustworthiness, and likability. It determines whether people feel comfortable engaging with you, sharing ideas, and forming relationships. Those who project warmth tend to be seen as more empathetic and reliable, making them natural leaders and collaborators. Competence conveys intelligence, capability, and leadership. It demonstrates your ability to solve problems, provide value, and contribute meaningfully. People with high competence are respected, but if they lack warmth, they can sometimes be perceived as distant or unapproachable. Mastering both warmth and competence allows you to command respect while building meaningful connections. Many people mistakenly believe that being highly competent alone will earn them admiration and recognition. However, research shows that competence without warmth can make a person seem intimidating or aloof, leading others to feel hesitant about trusting or engaging with them. Think about it. When was the last time you met someone who was incredibly skilled but socially awkward? Did their expertise make up for their lack of warmth? Likely not. The most influential and impactful individuals are those who balance both traits, ensuring that people not only respect them for their abilities, but also feel connected to them on a personal level. When warmth and competence are in harmony, people feel safe, inspired, and drawn to engage with you. Without warmth, competence can feel unapproachable. Without competence, warmth may be seen as ineffectual. The challenge is that different social settings demand different balances of these qualities. In a leadership role, you may need to dial up competence to establish credibility, but if you fail to project warmth, your authority may be met with resistance rather than cooperation. Employees or team members may feel you are difficult to approach, which reduces collaboration and trust. Conversely, in a networking event, leading with warmth can help you form strong initial connections, but without competence, you may struggle to maintain those relationships over time, as others may question your ability to deliver results. One way to gauge your own balance of warmth and competence is by analyzing your interactions. Do people seek your advice but hesitate to approach you? Or do they enjoy your company but fail to take you seriously in professional discussions? Understanding how you are perceived allows you to adjust your cues accordingly, refining both verbal and nonverbal communication to project the right mix of warmth and competence in any situation. For example, if people frequently say you are intimidating, you may need to consciously increase your warmth cues, such as smiling more, nodding in agreement, or using a more inviting tone of voice. If people enjoy your presence but do not take your contributions seriously, then emphasizing competence through stronger posture, more precise language, and direct eye contact can help elevate your perceived authority. Additionally, warmth and competence cues are not just about what you communicate, but also about how you communicate. Research suggests that simple shifts in vocal tone, word choice, and body positioning can immediately impact how others perceive you. For instance, using a relaxed, lower-pitched voice can convey confidence, while subtle gestures like leaning in slightly during conversations can make you seem more engaged and approachable. The way you carry yourself, from your handshake to your facial expressions, sends a message before you even speak. Learning to control and balance these cues gives you a crucial advantage in professional, social, and even romantic interactions. By learning to master these cues, you can increase your influence, build stronger relationships, and create lasting impressions that inspire both respect and trust. Whether in business, social settings, or leadership roles, your ability to project warmth and competence in the right balance will determine how people respond to you, and ultimately, how successful you become in your personal and professional life. Those who fine-tune these abilities have a distinct advantage. They command rooms effortlessly, inspire confidence, and foster deep, meaningful relationships that lead to greater opportunities and long-term success. Chapter 3. The Impact of Social Proximity. Did you know that your performance can increase by 15% just by sitting near a high performer? Conversely, sitting near a low performer can decrease your effectiveness by 30%. The environment you choose to place yourself in directly impacts your mindset, motivation, and productivity in profound ways, shaping not just your success, but also your self-perception and emotional resilience. The people we surround ourselves with significantly influence our success, often in ways we don't consciously recognize. This is because non-verbal cues, like posture, tone, and facial expressions, are highly contagious. Our brains naturally mirror the behaviors and energy of those around us, meaning that surrounding yourself with high-energy, confident individuals can elevate your own presence, ambition, and performance. Whether in the workplace, social circles, or personal relationships, the attitudes, habits, and outlooks of those near you inevitably shape your own. Studies suggest that just being in the proximity of a highly successful individual can enhance your cognitive function, improve your focus, and even shift your mindset toward achieving greater goals. This is because human beings are naturally wired for social learning. We unconsciously adopt the behaviors, beliefs, and emotional states of those we interact with most frequently. If you're struggling with motivation, confidence, or productivity, take a moment to evaluate your environment. Are the people around you uplifting or draining? Do they encourage growth, creativity, and resilience, or do they project negativity, doubt, and complacency? More importantly, how do you feel when you're around them? Pay attention to the subtle shifts in your energy, thought patterns, and enthusiasm when engaging with different individuals. Some people unknowingly function as mental and emotional roadblocks, while others act as catalysts for momentum and success. If you find yourself feeling discouraged or exhausted after spending time with certain people, it may be time to reassess those relationships and set necessary boundaries. Strategic positioning, both physically and socially, can make a massive difference in your personal and professional growth. Being intentional about the company you keep isn't just about networking. It's about creating an atmosphere that fosters ambition and success. Seek out environments where excellence is the norm, where challenges are embraced, and where continuous improvement is encouraged. Surround yourself with individuals who challenge you to think bigger, take calculated risks, and push beyond your perceived limitations. The conversations you engage in, the goals you set, and even the way you handle setbacks will be significantly influenced by those in your immediate circle. To further reinforce this, adopt a proximity audit. Regularly assess who you spend the most time with and how those interactions impact your mindset and motivation. Are you being challenged intellectually, encouraged emotionally, supported in your ambitions? If not, it may be time to realign your social and professional circles with your long-term goals. By doing so, you don't just increase your own performance, you cultivate an identity of success, motivation, and leadership that sets you apart in every sphere of life. Excellence is contagious, and by intentionally immersing yourself in the right environments, you ensure that success becomes a natural byproduct of your everyday interactions. Chapter 4. The Power of First Impressions. The first few seconds of any interaction set the tone for how people perceive you. Research suggests that first impressions form within just 7 seconds, sometimes even faster. This means that before you even speak, others have already made subconscious judgments about your confidence, trustworthiness, and competence based on non-verbal cues alone. Posture and stance. Standing tall with an open posture signals confidence and authority, whereas slouching or crossing your arms can indicate defensiveness or insecurity. Eye contact. Holding steady but natural eye contact conveys attentiveness and self-assurance, while avoiding eye contact may suggest nervousness or lack of credibility. Facial expressions. A genuine smile fosters warmth and approachability, while a neutral or tense face can create distance. Hand gestures. Using purposeful hand movements while speaking enhances engagement and helps reinforce your message. Understanding the psychology behind first impressions allows you to take control of the signals you send. Whether in job interviews, business meetings, or social gatherings, small shifts in your body language can make a significant difference in how others respond to you. Additionally, first impressions extend beyond in-person interactions. In the digital age, people form judgments based on profile pictures, email tone, and even the speed of your responses. Ensuring that your digital presence aligns with the confidence and charisma you project in person can reinforce positive first impressions across all aspects of your life. Moreover, tone and voice modulation also play a crucial role in first impressions. Research has found that individuals who speak with a steady, lower-pitched voice are perceived as more competent and authoritative. Conversely, erratic speech patterns, excessive pauses, or high-pitched tones can unintentionally signal nervousness or uncertainty. Practicing clear, confident communication, both in person and over digital platforms, can significantly enhance your ability to make a lasting impression. Another overlooked factor in first impressions is scent and personal grooming. While it may seem superficial, studies show that pleasant scents and well-maintained attire can drastically influence perceptions. Subtle elements such as fresh breath, a clean outfit, and an appropriate fragrance can subconsciously prime people to view you as more put together, respectable, and confident. These seemingly small details contribute to an overall impression of care and self-assurance. Social proof also enhances how people perceive you upon first meeting. If someone introduces you positively, highlighting your expertise or accomplishments before you even speak, it creates a pre-existing sense of credibility and warmth. This effect, often referred to as borrowed authority, means that being associated with respected individuals or reputable institutions can bolster the way others view you. Mastering the art of first impressions allows you to shape how others perceive you, create stronger connections, and set the stage for meaningful interactions. When you consciously control these factors, your nonverbal cues, vocal tonality, grooming, and the context in which you're introduced, you greatly increase your ability to leave a powerful and positive impact. The key to a strong first impression lies in both conscious effort and repetition. The more you practice adjusting your body language, refining your tone, and optimizing your presentation, the more natural it becomes. Confidence is not an inherent trait. It is cultivated through intentional practice and observation. Watching yourself on video, rehearsing key interactions, and seeking feedback from trusted individuals can provide critical insights into your first impression and allow you to fine-tune your approach. Additionally, first impressions extend beyond the initial meeting. Even after a strong introduction, the way you maintain engagement determines whether that impression lasts. People subconsciously assess consistency, whether your actions align with the persona you initially presented. If your non-verbal cues or verbal communication begin to waver, it can create cognitive dissonance in the minds of others, leading them to question your authenticity. Maintaining the energy, warmth, and credibility you established in the first few moments ensures your impression is not only positive, but also enduring. Furthermore, micro-interactions reinforce first impressions. These small, often overlooked social moments, such as the way you acknowledge someone in a hallway, respond to an email, or engage in casual conversation, cumulatively shape how people perceive you. Making consistent eye contact, maintaining an open posture, and speaking with clarity during these seemingly minor interactions signals reliability and approachability. The more positive micro-interactions you accumulate, the stronger and more lasting your overall impression will be. Beyond in-person interactions, the digital world has amplified the importance of first impressions. Social media presence, email etiquette, and even the way you respond to text messages can either reinforce or undermine your credibility. In a world where people often research someone online before meeting them in person, ensuring that your digital footprint reflects the warmth and competence you project in real life is essential. Crafting professional yet engaging online profiles, using intentional language in written communication, and responding promptly can reinforce trust and strengthen connections before face-to-face meetings even occur. Remember, your presence speaks before you do, not only in physical interactions but also in your daily engagements, digital presence, and overall demeanor. The first few seconds set the foundation, but the effort you put into sustaining and reinforcing that impression is what truly defines how others perceive you. Make those moments count and ensure they work in your favor, shaping the way people remember and respond to you in every aspect of your life. Chapter 5. The role of vocal cues in influence. While body language and first impressions play a crucial role in communication, your vocal cues are equally influential in shaping how others perceive you. Studies have found that the tone, pitch, and pace of your voice can determine whether people find you credible, authoritative, or engaging. Lower-pitched voices tend to be associated with confidence and competence, while higher-pitched voices can sometimes signal nervousness or uncertainty. Speaking too fast can make you seem anxious or untrustworthy, whereas speaking too slowly may come across as dull or disengaged. The strategic use of pauses can enhance the impact of your words, making your message more memorable and persuasive. One fascinating study showed that doctors with warmer, more engaging tones had significantly fewer malpractice lawsuits than those who spoke in a cold or clinical manner. This demonstrates how vocal cues influence trust and perception, even in high-stakes environments. Patients instinctively associate a calm, steady, and warm voice with competence and reassurance, which ultimately affects their perception of a doctor's credibility and skill. Additionally, the way you emphasize certain words can dramatically alter how a message is perceived and interpreted. Consider the difference between saying, "I never said she stole the money," with emphasis on different words. It completely changes the implication each time. This demonstrates that intonation and stress play a crucial role in conveying meaning. When used effectively, emphasis can create intrigue, strengthen arguments, and enhance clarity. Conversely, incorrect emphasis or monotone delivery can cause confusion or weaken the impact of even the most well-structured statements. Understanding how to modulate your voice and control emphasis can drastically improve how others interpret your intentions. Effective speakers carefully adjust their tone, rhythm, and stress points to ensure that their message is received exactly as intended. Practicing intentional emphasis, especially during key moments in a conversation or presentation, reinforces your words, makes your speech more engaging, and helps avoid miscommunication. Additionally, mastering vocal control allows speakers to regulate their delivery in different social contexts, ensuring that their words align with their intended message. The ability to adapt tone and pacing based on an audience's needs can enhance persuasion and build stronger connections. One way to improve vocal charisma is to practice deliberate breathing techniques, ensuring that your voice remains steady, controlled, and authoritative. Strong speakers often employ diaphragmatic breathing, which allows them to project their voice with clarity and power without strain. Proper breath control ensures that your voice remains rich, even, and modulated, preventing signs of nervousness, such as voice cracking or trailing off at the end of sentences. Public speakers, actors, and executives frequently use breath training exercises to enhance their vocal presence and endurance, allowing them to maintain an engaging and confident delivery for extended periods. Deep breathing not only aids vocal projection, but also calms nerves, helping speakers maintain composure in high-pressure situations. In addition, controlled breathing contributes to better posture, which further enhances vocal delivery and non-verbal presence. Another key aspect of vocal influence is pacing and strategic pauses. Speaking too quickly can make you seem anxious, rushed, or untrustworthy, while speaking too slowly may cause your audience to lose interest or disengage. The right balance of speed, articulation, and clarity enhances your ability to keep people captivated. A well-placed pause is one of the most effective tools for strengthening communication. Pausing before an important point can build anticipation, drawing listeners in, while a pause after a statement gives your audience time to process and internalize the information. The best communicators use silence as a deliberate strategy, creating moments of suspense or reflection that enhance the emotional and intellectual engagement of their audience. Additionally, varying speech tempo throughout a conversation can create rhythm and keep an audience engaged, ensuring that critical points stand out while also preventing monotony. Additionally, tone variation plays a critical role in vocal charisma. A speaker who maintains a single, unchanging pitch may sound robotic or disengaged. Infusing your voice with subtle variations in pitch and volume makes your speech more dynamic and engaging. For example, lowering your voice can signal seriousness or create intimacy, while raising it slightly can express enthusiasm or urgency. Mastering vocal variety allows you to command attention and make your delivery more persuasive. Furthermore, using vocal inflections to emphasize key words or phrases can reinforce their importance, ensuring that listeners grasp essential ideas. A well-modulated tone can also convey sincerity, making a speaker appear more authentic and trustworthy. By mastering the art of vocal delivery, you can significantly enhance your ability to persuade, inspire, and command attention in both personal and professional interactions. Whether in meetings, interviews, public speaking, negotiations, or everyday conversations, the way you modulate your voice can determine the level of influence you have on those around you. Implementing these vocal techniques will help you project confidence, engage your listeners on a deeper level, and leave a lasting impression in any situation. A strong, compelling voice signals authority and credibility, helping to establish leadership presence in a variety of settings. Developing vocal mastery requires consistent practice, patience, and intentional effort, but the rewards are both immediate and long-term. With conscious refinement of your vocal delivery, you can exude both authority and warmth, ensuring that your voice is not just heard, but truly felt and remembered by those around you. Over time, honing vocal control leads to greater self-assurance, allowing speakers to communicate their ideas with precision, clarity, and conviction. This mastery helps eliminate hesitations, reduces self-doubt, and creates an undeniable presence that commands attention in both professional and personal settings. By improving breath control, refining tone, and practicing intentional pacing, speakers can dramatically enhance their ability to persuade, influence, and inspire others. The ability to effectively engage an audience, whether in a meeting, a public speaking event, or even in a one-on-one conversation, can make the difference between being forgettable and making a lasting impact. As you develop greater awareness of your vocal presence and nonverbal cues, you'll begin to notice that people respond more attentively, trust you more readily, and value your input more deeply. Furthermore, mastering vocal charisma not only boosts external perception, but also strengthens your internal confidence. When you know how to use your voice to project certainty, enthusiasm, and authority, you start to believe in your own influence at a deeper level. This internal transformation manifests in every interaction, helping you lead, negotiate, and connect with others more effectively. By refining these vocal skills, individuals can create lasting impact in their careers, personal relationships, and social interactions. Whether you are leading a team, making a first impression, or simply trying to be a more engaging conversationalist, your voice is one of your most powerful tools. And with deliberate effort, it can become a force that elevates every interaction, fosters deeper connections, and drives success in all areas of life. Chapter 6. The Influence of Words on Perception. One small word can shape behavior in powerful ways. In a fascinating study, participants played a game labeled as either the community game or the Wall Street game. Even though the game was structurally identical, those who played the community game cooperated twice as much as those in the Wall Street game. The mere framing of the game influenced participants' choices and interactions, demonstrating how language can significantly prime behavior. This suggests that our subconscious is more susceptible to linguistic cues than we often realize, influencing not only our decisions, but also our emotional responses, willingness to collaborate, and level of trust toward others. This experiment underscores an essential truth. The words we use shape perceptions and dictate responses. Whether we are aware of it or not, our choice of words directly impacts how others perceive our intentions and interpret our messages. Every day, in emails, meetings, conversations, and negotiations, the way we frame our communication influences how people interpret our intent, engage with us, and make decisions. Research shows that positive and inclusive language can foster a sense of unity, whereas aggressive or competitive wording may create division or resistance. Language has the power to prime behaviors, influence emotions, and reinforce perceptions, often in ways we don't even recognize. The words we choose act as verbal cues that shape how others react to us, affecting trust, openness, and engagement. When we use words that project confidence and inclusion, we create an environment that fosters cooperation and respect. When we choose words that suggest competition or aggression, we may unintentionally trigger defensiveness and resistance. For example, studies have found that using words associated with teamwork and shared success, such as collaborate, achieve together, and unite, can subtly encourage people to work toward common goals. These words convey a sense of mutual purpose, making individuals more likely to contribute openly and positively. Conversely, words like compete, dominate, and win can prime individuals to adopt a more adversarial mindset, even in scenarios where cooperation would be more beneficial. This means that even a single sentence in a negotiation, performance review, or team discussion can determine whether a conversation leads to constructive progress or unnecessary conflict. Additionally, research in cognitive priming suggests that words don't just shape external interactions, they also shape internal thought patterns and self-perception in profound ways. If we repeatedly use words like struggle or problem, our brain begins to associate situations with negativity and difficulty, reinforcing a fixed mindset that limits creativity and resilience. However, by framing challenges as opportunities or lessons, we prime ourselves to approach situations with a more proactive and solution-oriented mindset. This subtle shift in language can dramatically impact motivation, perseverance, and even our willingness to take risks in pursuit of success. The language we use with ourselves influences not only our internal confidence, but also how we communicate with others. Words act as mental filters, determining whether we perceive situations as obstacles or as stepping stones. Individuals who consciously adjust their language to be more optimistic and growth-oriented often find themselves experiencing higher levels of resilience, emotional intelligence, and goal achievement. By changing the way we speak to ourselves, we can enhance not just our personal mindset, but also our ability to inspire and influence those around us. By deliberately choosing words that encourage collaboration, curiosity, and confidence, we can significantly enhance persuasion, improve relationships, and drive success in both professional and social settings. This principle extends beyond direct conversation. Written communication, advertising, and leadership messaging all benefit from strategic word choice. The language used in company mission statements, social media posts, and marketing campaigns all contribute to shaping consumer trust and brand perception, demonstrating the immense power of linguistic framing. For example, research has shown that words associated with teamwork and shared success, such as collaborate, achieve together, and unite, can subtly encourage people to work towards common goals. These words create a sense of inclusivity, making individuals more likely to contribute openly and positively. Conversely, words like compete, dominate, and win may unintentionally prime individuals to adopt an adversarial mindset, even in scenarios where cooperation would be more beneficial. This means that even a single sentence in a negotiation, performance review, or team discussion can determine whether a conversation leads to constructive progress or unnecessary conflict. Effective communicators consciously craft their words to foster trust, inspire motivation, and reduce misinterpretation. Even small shifts, replacing "you should" with "you might consider" or "I disagree" with "I see it differently," can make conversations feel less confrontational and more engaging. These subtle modifications can change the entire tone and trajectory of a discussion, reducing resistance while increasing receptivity. Moreover, language does more than influence the people we interact with. It also plays a key role in our own cognitive conditioning. If we consistently reinforce beliefs that emphasize capability, adaptability, and resourcefulness, we train our brain to default to confidence and problem-solving rather than stress and avoidance. The way we articulate our thoughts, whether spoken aloud or written in personal reflections, directly impacts our long-term self-perception and growth trajectory. This internal dialogue ultimately determines how we approach challenges, setbacks, and personal development. Words act as mental frameworks, shaping how we interpret experiences and reinforcing behavioral patterns. When we repeatedly tell ourselves that something is impossible or that we always fail, we reinforce neural pathways that make those statements feel like truth. Conversely, choosing language that encourages growth, such as "I am learning" or "I haven't mastered this yet," can rewire the brain toward a growth-oriented mindset. Neuroscientific studies have demonstrated that even simple reframing techniques can improve problem-solving abilities and emotional resilience. Language influences not just individuals, but entire organizational cultures. Leaders who cultivate a positive and solution-driven vocabulary foster teams that are more innovative, collaborative, and motivated. When a workplace promotes phrases like "we're working towards solutions" rather than "this is a crisis," employees tend to feel more empowered rather than overwhelmed. The impact of words extends far beyond the moment they are spoken. They can shape morale, productivity, and even long-term success. Language is a tool, and those who master it hold a key to unlocking more meaningful and productive interactions. The way we use words shapes our reality, influences relationships, and determines the outcomes of our daily interactions. Whether consciously or unconsciously, we are constantly signaling messages through our choice of words, the tone of our voice, and the structure of our sentences. The ability to refine these elements allows us to shape mindsets, build influence, and foster deeper connections with those around us. Whether you are leading a team, presenting an idea, negotiating a deal, mentoring someone, or simply having a casual conversation, your words are not just words. They are powerful cues that determine how others engage with you, trust you, and respond to your presence. By refining our communication and consciously selecting words that align with our values and goals, we position ourselves as leaders, influencers, and effective problem solvers. Thoughtful communication is the bridge that connects ideas with action, intentions with understanding, and aspirations with tangible results. Those who master the skill of language wield an incredible advantage in both personal and professional settings, allowing them to persuade, inspire, and drive meaningful change. The ability to strategically and thoughtfully choose words that resonate with your goals and audience is one of the most valuable skills you can develop. The right words can dismantle barriers, open doors to opportunity, and create lasting impressions. Whether in leadership, sales, relationships, or self-development, language is a force that can transform how you are perceived and how you perceive yourself. Words are not just a means of communication. They are powerful tools that shape perception, reinforce identity, and dictate influence. When used effectively, language can solidify authority, create emotional connections, and drive momentum towards success. Every interaction presents an opportunity to either enhance your credibility or diminish it. Those who understand this principle and apply it skillfully find themselves naturally gravitating toward leadership roles as they exude confidence, clarity, and purpose in their communication. Those who harness the power of language with precision and intent are the ones who inspire, lead, and create lasting impact, not only in their own lives, but in the lives of those around them. They set the tone in conversations, guiding discussions with authority and empathy. They use language as a bridge, creating cohesion in teams, strengthening relationships, and generating trust. Through conscious linguistic choices, they elevate their interactions, command respect, and ultimately define the trajectory of their success. Words hold the potential to shift mindsets, influence decisions, and transform challenges into opportunities. The more deliberate we become in our verbal and written communication, the greater our ability to shape the world around us. By mastering this skill, we position ourselves at the forefront of innovation, collaboration, and personal empowerment, ensuring that our voices are not just heard, but remembered and valued. Chapter 7. The subconscious impact of presence. Have you ever walked into a room and instantly sensed the atmosphere? Even before a single word is spoken, our subconscious minds pick up on a variety of cues that dictate how we feel about a space, an event, or even an individual. This is the power of presence, an invisible yet profound influence that shapes perceptions and interactions. Presence is not just about physical appearance or body language. It is an intricate combination of energy, intention, and awareness. It dictates whether you command attention or blend into the background, whether people are drawn to you or remain indifferent. Learning to master your presence is key to making impactful first impressions and building meaningful connections. Neuroscientific studies reveal that humans have an innate ability to detect emotions, confidence levels, and intentions through micro-expressions, posture, and even subtle shifts in energy. The mirror neuron system in our brains allows us to subconsciously read the emotions of others, affecting our own mood and perception in the process. This means that if you walk into a room exuding confidence, warmth, and self-assurance, others will pick up on those cues and respond accordingly. What's fascinating is that this ability operates at a level far beyond our conscious awareness. Studies indicate that micro-expressions, fleeting facial reactions lasting less than a second, carry more weight in communication than spoken words. Even subtle changes in facial tension or pupil dilation can signal hesitation, discomfort, or enthusiasm, and people register these cues instinctively. Similarly, shifts in posture, from standing tall with an open chest to slouching or crossing arms, can dramatically alter how others perceive us. Similarly, if you carry tension, anxiety, or doubt, that energy will reflect in your presence and influence how people react to you. This is why self-awareness is crucial in developing a strong and positive presence. By becoming mindful of your posture, tone, and emotional state, you can intentionally project assurance and authority rather than insecurity or hesitation. A grounded presence not only affects how others see you, but also changes how you feel about yourself. Research in embodied cognition suggests that by adopting strong, open postures and slowing down our speech and breathing, we can reduce stress responses and boost feelings of confidence. The ability to regulate and control your nonverbal signals creates a powerful ripple effect. When you present yourself as calm and in control, others naturally respond with greater respect, deference, and trust. In professional settings, this can influence negotiations, leadership effectiveness, and even the likelihood of being promoted. In social situations, it determines whether people feel comfortable engaging with you or view you as distant and unapproachable. By training yourself to be hyper-aware of your physical and emotional state, you can intentionally craft the presence you wish to exude. Whether through controlled breathing, adjusting body posture, or reinforcing eye contact, refining these subtle yet powerful cues allows you to establish authority, warmth, and credibility effortlessly. Developing this skill is not about faking confidence, but about aligning your external expressions with an authentic sense of self-assurance, making your presence naturally compelling and influential. Here is how to enhance your presence. 1. Control your breath and posture. Presence starts with the way you hold yourself. A straight spine, open chest, and controlled breathing signal calm confidence. Shallow, rapid breathing often conveys stress and uncertainty, while deep, intentional breaths ground you and project an air of stability and composure. 2. Master the power of eye contact. Eye contact is one of the strongest subconscious indicators of confidence. When you maintain steady but natural eye contact, you communicate trust and engagement. Avoiding eye contact may signal nervousness or disinterest, while excessive eye contact can feel intimidating. The balance is key. 3. Own your space. Those who command presence occupy their space with intention. This doesn't mean being physically dominant, but rather using gestures, stance, and movement in a way that conveys self-assurance. Standing too rigidly can make you appear tense, while excessive fidgeting can signal discomfort. Aim for relaxed, yet deliberate movement. Project your voice with authority. A weak or uncertain voice can diminish presence, whereas a strong, well-modulated voice enhances credibility. Speak clearly and with conviction, allowing pauses to add emphasis rather than rushing through sentences. Tone matters. Warmth in your voice builds rapport, while a strong and steady pitch commands respect. 5. Be fully present in conversations. Distraction weakens presence. If your attention is divided, checking your phone, looking around the room, or mentally preparing your next response, others will notice. True presence means giving undivided attention, actively listening, and responding thoughtfully. A strong presence doesn't just impact your interactions, it shapes your opportunities and defines your personal brand. Leaders, influencers, and successful individuals all share the ability to control the energy they bring into a room and set the tone for engagement. This influence extends beyond personal interactions. It affects the way people perceive your competence, trustworthiness, and leadership potential, ultimately shaping the doors that open for you. By mastering presence, you not only enhance your communication skills, deepen your relationships, and strengthen your professional impact, but also develop an unshakable inner confidence that radiates in every interaction and influences those around you on a profound level. Confidence is not just about what you say, but how you carry yourself, how you respond to challenges, and how you hold the attention of those around you. It's about the energy you exude, the conviction behind your words, and the quiet strength that commands respect without demanding it. When you refine the way you present yourself, both verbally and non-verbally, you amplify your ability to persuade, inspire, and lead with clarity, credibility, and conviction. A powerful presence also has a deep psychological and emotional effect on both you and those around you. When you project confidence, you not only change how others see you, but also reinforce self-belief within yourself, creating a feedback loop that strengthens your mindset and resilience. Neuroscientific research has shown that adopting strong postures, maintaining an assured tone of voice, and consciously aligning your physical expressions with an internal sense of certainty can significantly influence emotional states, reducing self-doubt and increasing resilience. This process rewires the brain to associate you with authority, self-assurance, and competence, making others more likely to trust and follow your lead. The impact of presence extends to professional negotiations, high-stakes conversations, leadership settings, and even everyday social interactions. It allows you to command attention effortlessly, influence decisions with subtle yet powerful cues, and leave a lasting impression wherever you go. When you cultivate an intentional presence, you set the tone in every interaction, whether by exuding warmth that puts others at ease or by radiating authority that naturally draws respect. This ability is a defining factor in success, ensuring that you are not just noticed but remembered, not just heard but truly listened to. Mastering the hidden language of cues is one of the most powerful tools for personal and professional success. People form opinions about us before we even utter a single word, and our ability to control subtle, non-verbal signals can significantly impact how we are perceived in every aspect of life. From the way we carry ourselves in a room to the micro-expressions that reveal our emotions, these cues dictate whether we inspire confidence, trust, and respect, or inadvertently push people away. Understanding and harnessing these hidden signals can mean the difference between being influential or being overlooked. When you walk into a room, you are already sending a message before you even introduce yourself. Every movement, every glance, and every subtle shift in expression is contributing to the unspoken dialogue that influences how others see you. Whether you are aware of it or not, these non-verbal signals play a vital role in shaping not only your reputation, but also the opportunities that come your way. The difference between someone who commands attention and someone who fades into the background lies in their ability to consciously refine and project the right cues at the right time. By applying these principles, you can elevate your interactions, build stronger relationships, and unlock new levels of success in every area of life. Whether you're negotiating a deal, networking at an event, or simply strengthening personal relationships, the ability to control your cues provides an undeniable edge. It empowers you to navigate conversations with ease, exude self-assurance even in high-pressure situations, and subtly guide how others perceive and respond to you. The more you refine your awareness and mastery of these cues, the greater your ability to connect, influence, and leave a lasting impact. So, the next time you walk into a room, remember, your presence speaks before you do. Make it count. Every gesture, every glance, and every movement is part of an unspoken dialogue that shapes your reputation and opportunities in ways you may not even realize. Whether it's the way you carry yourself, the energy you exude, or the subtle confidence behind your gaze, these cues influence how others perceive and respond to you. The world notices before you speak, and every interaction is an opportunity to reinforce or reshape your personal brand. By consciously refining your nonverbal communication, you ensure that your first impression is one of strength, authenticity, and purpose. The way you walk, the way you engage in eye contact, and even the pauses in your movements can create an aura of self-assurance and leadership. Presence is not about being the loudest in the room. It is about projecting a level of certainty and command that draws people toward you effortlessly. In a world where interactions happen both in person and digitally, understanding how to extend your presence beyond physical spaces is just as crucial. The tone of your emails, the quality of your social media engagement, and the way you communicate virtually all contribute to your influence. Aligning your verbal and non-verbal cues ensures consistency, making you not only heard, but truly respected. Your ability to maintain a strong and compelling presence in virtual meetings or online interactions can be just as crucial as in face-to-face encounters. The power to influence is not just in what you say, but in how you present yourself, how you hold space, how you make others feel, and how you command respect through the subtleties of body language and vocal tone. True influence does not demand attention, it invites it. When you master your cues, you don't just navigate social dynamics, you shape them, elevating your interactions and leaving a lasting impact wherever you go. The mastery of these silent yet powerful elements is the key to unlocking new levels of confidence, credibility, and success in every area of life. The more deliberate and intentional you become in understanding these cues, the more control you will have over your own narrative and the way people respond to you in every aspect of life.